We're here with Joe Chisari, president of the Kew Football Club, after a big win today by two of the teams. Joe, it's Volunteer Appreciation Week this week. What's the best thing about having these blokes down the club?
Just the amount of help that they put into the time and effort that they put into the club, and the help that they give you boys, us as a committee, is you just can't say enough to thank them and to have them around. They're just legends of the place.
Fantastic.
On Kew's behalf, the fellow that we're going to present the certificate to has been involved with the club for about 15 years. Hasn't actually played a game, but his brother was I believe, a legend of the club. He's down at pretty much every game, home and away, regardless of where we play. He screams and yells and shouts and gives the coach many ideas every week of what he's doing right and what he's doing wrong. He's a great character of the club. We love him. I love having him around because we have a great laugh. He is a sensational bloke, and as Barry said, he's just unbelievable. So to John, corrected, he's actually been around for 27 years. Breakers, on behalf of the club and on behalf of BAFA, it's a certificate of appreciation. We'll get it framed up for you when we can have time to do it, and we hope that you hang it up at home with pride, and thanks very much.
And I'm very honoured to accept that.
We're here with a couple of volunteers of the club down at Kew Footy after a great win against Aquinas. We're here with Barry, who usually works on the bar. Now, Barry, just got a couple of questions. We're obviously very grateful to all the volunteers who work at Kew Footy Club. Why do you keep coming back down to the club?
Well, I enjoy it, Barney. It's good to see some of you kids come through and how you play football. I enjoy coming and watching football. Yeah, I like football. Yeah.
Fantastic. And what's your greatest memory of the club overall?
I don't know about the greatest memory, but a couple of those reserves grand finals we won. The one down in I can't think where it was actually, but where the last quarter went for about 35 minutes, and we Belly just kicked one out of his arse and it went through for a goal, and we won it by 4 points or something. It was a 37-minute mark. I remember that a bit. Some of the finals we played at Camberwell in the late 90s, when we were playing against Carey and all them. They were good times there. And
what about, who's the best player that you've sort of seen come through the club, or the best few players?
Probably the best player I've seen is a bloke called Brett Burden. He was pretty good. He was all-Australian. He's a pretty good footballer. There was a lot of other players. You put me on the spot. I'm trying to think. Even Belly, Jamie Bell. He was a pretty good footballer. He could do both ends. I'm trying to think now. Joey Buzzletool or Buzzer. He's pretty good. Hey?
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to Big Blakey.
I don't know who that is there.
Pipe down, Blake McGrain. Would you say maybe Blake McGrain is in the top 5 players you've seen at the club?
No. He's in one of the best drinkers, yeah.
There you go. Thanks, Barry. Cheers for your time. Thanks. I'm here with Barry Lynch, who is another volunteer at the Kew Football Club.
21-year-old, yeah.
He looks like a young man. He's a beautiful man.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go on.
Now, Lynch, I've just got a couple of questions. What's the best memory of your time at the club?
Oh, probably the first year I was here, in 65, I think it was. We played in the grand final of twos, but I played in the back pocket with two blokes that both won best and fairest. It wasn't a bad side in the seconds, but anyway. And the best players, Vinnie Crow and probably Dipper, I suppose. a couple of decent players. Both played league football, but we've had quite a lot of league footballs come through here. And, there's quite a lot. There's so many good players. You just can't say one or two.
Beautiful. And what makes you keep coming back to the Kew Footy Club, living so far away and continually coming down? What's that feeling? What draws you here?
Well, started off with a lot of older blokes that were on the committee and looked after kids when I was a footballer and learnt to play, and I just reckon I can repay a bit to what the old blokes did for me. It's the same thing. That's what it's all about.
It is, yeah. Thank you very much for all your help at the Kew Bears Footy Club. Thank you. We're here with John, or Crackers, as he's affectionately known by most of the Kew faithful. Now, John, you're a fantastic contributor to the club as the goal umpire and as just a general spectator. What's your fondest memory of the Kew Bears Footy Club?
The fondest memory is making friends every year here. That's fantastic. You get to mingle with the spectators, the players. Each year there's a lot of new players, and coming and umpiring here, you get involved, and it makes you feel real good.
So would you say that's what makes you keep coming back every week? Would you say it's all about the people and having a good time?
Yeah, it's meeting the people each week. Like I said, being involved with them, doing goal umpiring. You're part of the action, and you have your highs and lows with the club. So that's how you go.
And today I think you said you were BOG. So is that true?
I was BOG. The umpire told me so. I got 3 votes. I've got 3 votes every game this year.
Brilliant. And who would you say are the best, say, 4 or 5 players that you've seen play for the Kew Bears?
Well, I've been here for 27 years, and I reckon Buzatul, Bomber, Harold Lambopoulos, Slav and Lee Bradley are one of the best ones I've seen.
Excellent, there you go. And what about your thoughts about this year? Do you think the Kew Bears can go all the way?
If we start playing under the coach's orders, to get the young players improving each week, it will go places.
And what's your favourite saying this year?
Can you elaborate on that?
Scope and balance?
Yeah, scope and balance.
Now, do you think the boys were scoping and balancing in the win today?
At the start they weren't, but they all registered after that. They had plenty of scope and balance after that.
Fantastic. Thanks, Crackers. We really appreciate you down at the club. So.
And they need more massages from the girls.
Do you think the volunteers should get a few massages?
I might put a quiet word into that.
Thanks, Crackers. Cheers. I'm here with Lois, who are volunteers at the Kew Bears Footy Club. Now, Lois, what's your fondest memory of working down here?
That's a hard question. Probably seeing Barry play.
Oh, great, yeah. Back when he first debuted?
In his uniform. He was playing in his trainer's uniform.
Was he looking good?
Not really.
Brilliant. And who would you say, are there any players who stick in your mind who have been particularly good?
I'd have to say Tony Perry. My son was fascinated with him. He was only little, and he had a doll, a Kew doll that he called Tony, for Tony Perry. So, yeah.
There you go. What? I know you live so quite far away. What draws you back to the place week in or week out or at home games?
Barry.
There you go.
He's going to go, so yeah. So I may as well go.
Fantastic. That's really good. We all appreciate your work down at the Kew Bears Footy Club. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here with Ian Job, who's another great volunteer at the Kew Bears. Oh, sorry, the Kew Football Club.
Thank you.
Now, Ian, what would you say is your fondest memory of being down at the club?
My first game in the twos against Parkside, which was a real rough club, but that was it. Sort of learned my way there, and of course, first senior game the next year, and ended up playing with the legends of Kew like John Fisher, Noel Stokes. John Fisher won the best and fairest in A grade.
Oh, the league best and fairest?
Yes, in A grade MOs. Noel Stokes won the B grade, All Australian. So he was one of the top players. And so they're my best players. There's been a few others, of course, because higher grades of football. So
yeah, of course.
So there's a lot of very good players.
And what keeps drawing you back to the club week in, week out for trainings and games?
Just just a good fellowship and good blokes around the club, and just enjoy the company. And
Fantastic. Well, you're a credit to the Kew Bears Footy Club, and we love having you down here, so thanks so much.
Okay, thanks very much. Thank you.
I'm here with John Tonetti, great man of the club, father of Nick, and now, John, I've got a few questions for you. What's the fondest memory of your time at the Kew Bears, the Kew Football Club?
Fondest memories? Well, I got many. Some of the social nights were quite good. Most of the social nights, there was never any young ladies here, but I remember one social night, there was a table of 5 here. It was like a
great ratio.
Yeah, great. And it was like a dogs on heat.
Fantastic. And what keeps drawing you back to the club?
I just love it because of the blokes like you.
Oh, thank you.
I like to see young blokes start their life, start drinking. They used to be drinking and smoking. Now it's only drinking.
Yeah.
But I'm very disappointed. A lot of the young lads today don't drink, and a lot of them are. Well, what can I say? A lot of them learn their first. Well, you know what I mean. They meet their first young ladies at the club. Things start from there. What else do I like about the club? Well, it's just a great club. It's just a great club. What more could you want? It's cheap entertainment, isn't it?
It is.
Cheap entertainment.
And the social nights, of course, are part of that cheap entertainment.
We'll
leave it at that. Now, I've got a final question. Who are the best few players you've seen in the club?
Horny's the best player I've seen here since I've been here. I was very impressed with young Tyler Black until he got injured. Who else? And another bloke, when I first started as a full forward, Kingy. An old bloke, you wouldn't know him, but he was great too. He used to love just belting blokes up, like your old man he used to do.
Yeah. Not quite like me, but
those days are gone now. But yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thanks, John. We appreciate all your work around the club, and hope to have you here for many more years to come.
I will. My ashes will be spread over the ground.
Gorgeous. Thank you. So on Kew Bear TV tonight, we met a few of the great volunteers down at the Kew Football Club. They've been here many years. We really appreciate all their work, and hope to have many of them down for as many years to come as possible, because they made the club what it is, and the functioning so easy. You know, coming for a bit of dinner, a couple of drinks, it's all set up. So we thank them, and go the Bears. Great win today.